Hey, this is Sam Leonard. Now, in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is how to become a morning person. Now, this is something I think I'm pretty qualified to talk about because I never really considered myself a morning person. I was always more of a night owl. But, although I did, and I've done morning routines for years, I never really got the whole concept of getting up earlier. I was like, well, I can do the same thing. I can just do it a bit later in the day. But I really started to study this, and I changed the time I got up to much earlier in the morning, and I saw so many benefits to this. I mean, let's face it, first of all, it's peace and quiet. You're getting started before the world is out there, and before the world is rushing around. It means you have less or more time, so you're not rushing around yourself. You're starting your day with much more purpose and intent to how you want to continue it. Now, having a morning routine is obviously going to be beneficial to you as well. Doing some sort of meditation or some sort of silence to quieten the mind, some self-reflection, some personal development, some exercise, getting in these important things in the beginning of the day is going to have a catalyst for change for the rest of the day, and it's going to really set you up to win for the rest of the day, and you can continue with that level of positivity, or your mindset, your relaxation, and you know that you would have done those important things in the beginning of the day, because most of us are rushing around. People are too busy being busy, quite frankly, and they're complaining that they don't have enough time for things. But when you get up earlier in the morning, you can set aside time for things that are important to you. Doing your exercise, working on your personal growth, things that are important to get you to becoming a better person, to become the person that you want to be. So by prioritizing those things in your life that are important, that things that you want to add, it means that you're not having this constant worry about not having enough time for something, or constantly putting something off that you want to work on. But you may think that, well, obviously if I get up earlier, then I'm probably going to have less sleep. But I'm definitely someone who needs 8 hours a night. So I didn't just get up earlier and then just compromise on my sleep. What I did was I went to bed earlier, it sounds quite obvious, but really by prioritizing the morning means that you get to spend time on the things that are important. I spend time on my personal development in the mornings. I do some exercise, I meditate, I do many other things like visualization and affirmations, all these different things that are important to me. And really all I've done is stolen time from the evening when I was probably relaxing, probably a longer period of time than I really needed to. I mean, many people just sit there in the evenings watching television. I mean, why not take a bit of that time, go to bed earlier and get up earlier and spend time on the things that are important, the things that are really going to have a positive impact on your life. And by doing this, this is going to have a cascading effect on the rest of your life as well, because let's get on to how to really do this, because it really takes discipline. It takes discipline to get up early and not hit the snooze button, not to just lay in bed, but actually commit to doing something. And also in the evening as well, commit to going to bed earlier. This level of discipline is something that's also going to have a positive effect on the rest of your life, because you're getting up each morning with intention, with discipline, and you're cultivating a stronger self-image of someone who is disciplined, someone who acts with intention and commitment to improving themselves and working or doing something that they said that they would do. So this really cultivates a stronger self-image. But one of the things that is not really talked about enough when people talk about having an early morning routine, getting up early, becoming a morning person, is the evening time. Now this is something which is why I delayed getting up early for so long, because I didn't want to compromise on my sleep. This is something that's, like I said, I need 8 hours a night. So I struggle with this concept because I was like, well, I can just do everything. I can just do it a bit later in the day. But like I said, when it's earlier in the morning, you have that level of peace and quiet before the world starts up. You know, if you're doing your morning routine a little bit later, it's just the amount of times I get distracted by things, whereas if I get up earlier, I just don't have that. So let's talk about the evening, because the evening is important as well. So like I talked about, having this level of discipline to get up in the morning, not hit that snooze button, just to get out of bed. We also need this level of discipline in the evening, and this means going to bed earlier. And to do this, I have a sort of a night routine. So not only do I commit to having this time that I'll go to bed, but I have an evening routine that lets me wind down and get to bed a lot earlier. And this involves things like wearing some blue blocking glasses that blocks out the blue light and lets my body wind down on a more natural time, or maybe having some sort of dim lighting. Let yourself adjust, and over a period of maybe a couple of weeks, you will adjust to this so much easier. Also, go to bed with some sort of positivity, some positive affirmations, or something you're going to listen to, or an evening meditation, something where you're programming your subconscious in a way that's the last thing you listen to before you go to bed. And then you're going to wake up with a much better, a much more positive and energetic way, because that's how you went to sleep, and you're programming yourself in that way. This way, becoming a morning person becomes more fun, it becomes more enjoyable. And when you do get up earlier and you're having this positivity, at night and in the morning, this will create positivity throughout your day. You'll feel more energetic, whether that's because you're more in line with the sun as well. There's probably health benefits to that, but you have more energy during the day, you have more discipline, you're creating these positive habits that are really going to have a lasting effect on the rest of your life. And like I said, you can spend time in the mornings on doing things that are going to have a positive impact. You can get your exercise out the way, you can get your blood flowing. That's another really good thing. If you struggle in the mornings, then or have a cold shower. Cold shower is really good. Do some exercise and then get in the cold shower. These are things that are really going to wake you up. Then you've ticked it off. You've ticked off your personal development. You've ticked off your exercise, and then you're going to be much more relaxed going into the day, because you know that you would have finished those things and you don't have to worry about them, and it's done, and you've made that level of commitment of your personal growth and development, or your health, or whatever it is. You've ticked it off, and you're good to go. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.